Now find island-inspired, limited-time flavors at Whole Foods Market for the Explore the Tropics sales event. Enjoy pre-marinated mains like mango coconut salmon and pineapple teriyaki chicken, and pair them with seasoned, ready-to-heat beans from a dozen cousins. Need dinner and a snap? Grab zesty lime shrimp salad, mango turkey burgers, and more from Prepared Foods. And, of course, there's the mango yuzu chantilly cake. Explore the tropics and save at Whole Foods Market in-store and online.
It's time to play ball. My son has been working with his baseball team since the fall, and we are officially in baseball season. So if you're a mama like me and you got to stock up on all the sporting gear, now is the time. Academy Sports and Outdoors has the gear that you need, and you can bring it home for less. Gear up for baseball, softball, and t-ball with essentials from Easton, Rawlings, and Wilson at Academy. Academy offers free 1-hour in-store or curbside pickup if you're like me and you forgot to get the equipment in time. Swing by your local store or shopacademy.com today and get ready to hit it out of the park. Hi guys, it's Rach. Welcome to another Sunday Pep Talk. This is where I give you a little encouragement and I hope some inspiration before you start the week ahead. Let's talk about split personalities. Or not really. Let's talk about current you and future you, because this is a concept I think about a lot, and I wonder if you've considered it before. In case someone sent you this podcast and you have never listened to me before, the only thing you need to know for today's purposes is that I have 4 kids and a full-time job, which is my way of telling you I'm really busy. There's a lot of things pulling me in a lot of different directions, and I want to show up well in all of the areas of my life. I want to be an amazing mama. I want to be an incredible wife. I want to be a great leader. I want to do well for y'all here on the show. I want to do great articles on the website. Like, I want to do all the things. I'm not gonna do all the things, but I would like to do them all. And for whatever I am taking on, I want to set myself up for success. And so I tend to think of current Rach and future Rach. And yes, I am speaking in third person. Just go with me for a minute. I think a lot about my future self in terms of who I want to become and how I want to show up in the world. And I ask myself a lot if what I am doing today is getting me closer to the version of myself I believe I am becoming. Y'all have probably heard me speak about that a ton. For today's purposes, I want you to think of the current version of yourself and the future version of yourself as partners. And not just partners, but think of future you as like your favorite person in the world who you really want to take care of and you really want to do a good job for. And then ask yourself if the decisions you are making today are allowing for that. Here's my example. Last night, I was really tired because it's been a long week. My husband's been out of town for a couple of weeks, and that means all the house stuff, making lunches, making breakfast, making dinner, all that stuff, 4 kids. Your girl's rocking it all. And I'm really proud of myself. I'm not going to lie. I have done a fantastic job, and that's not me trying to give myself cookies. Like, that's me just being like, hey, we're going to celebrate these wins, because there are times in the past where I would be tired from work and the kids would be fed, but I would feed them butter noodles and not anything of real substance. And I'm really proud of how healthy our dinners have been and that I've made dinner every night, but 2 nights I did order takeout, but I feel like that's pretty good for the amount of time and the amount of kids. All of that to say, I'm tired. I'm recording this for you on a Friday. It's been a very full week. Last night I went in. I really did not want to make dinner, but I have my whole routine. I wrap everything up here in my studio, which is in my backyard. At 5 o'clock, I go in the house, high five the nanny. She goes home and I start making dinner. And I already have dinner ready to go. I know exactly what I'm making. And I was making tacos. I start making the tacos. I get through dinner. It's much later at night. I had gone in the living room. I was reading a book and I realized, oh crap, I forgot to put the food away. So I go in the kitchen and I'm putting the food away and doing the dishes. I'm just going to add a side note. This has nothing to do with Pep Talk, but typically the kids do dishes because I'm like, if I'm cooking, you're doing dishes. But last night was my daughter's night. She's 8. And to be totally honest with you, when it's Noah's night, it means that I'm also doing dishes. So I just was like a little lazy and I let myself have it. I swear we're getting to a point. Here it is. I put her to bed. I go do the dishes by myself because that feels a million times easier. And I'm like so frustrated that I didn't think to do it earlier because I just want to go to sleep. And as I'm putting the food away, I'm like, oh, dang. Taco night is always the night that I pre-prep their lunches for the next day because I make them tacos for lunch. It's like one of their favorite things. And I'm like, no big deal. You'll make the tacos in the morning. And then I think of future Rach. And I'm like, dude, the stuff's already out. It's so easy. It will take you 12 minutes to make these lunches. And future Rach is going to be so appreciative that you took the time to do this for her. It means she's going to have more space in the morning. She's going to be less stressed. She's going to have more time with her coffee. It's a whole thing. So just take a minute and make the lunches. The lunches are not for the kids. The lunches are for future Rach, so she does not have to do this tomorrow. I do this all the time. And then this morning, when I was sitting having my coffee, and I thought, oh crap, I got to go make lunch, I was like, no, I don't. I don't, because my partner made lunches for me yesterday. It's the same thing with like presetting the coffee pot. When I go in and all I have to do is press the button, I'm like, oh, my partner set this up for me before. I don't know if this makes me sound like a crazy person, but I really think of my life in these terms all the time. And it creates a healthier relationship in how I'm living. I won't ever sacrifice my life in the future for my enjoyment in the present. I'm not ever going to screw myself over in the future just so in this moment I can enjoy myself. That's what happens when you have another drink when you know you really shouldn't. And then in the future, you're going to be hungover, you're going to feel like crap, you're not going to show up as your best. That's what happens when you eat a bunch of food that you know is going to disagree with you, and then you're sick later on. That's what happens when you stay up too late because current you wants to keep watching reruns of Friends, even though future you has a big meeting tomorrow with your boss. I will never sacrifice future me for present me. And by thinking of myself as this partnership, I don't know, it's really served me really well. And I don't know if anyone else thinks of their life that way, or if right now you are like, she should see a therapist because she's talking in third person and thinking of herself as two different people. But you guys, this has really helped me. And I feel like I am so much more aligned with how I want to show up every day because I am connected to what my decisions will mean in the future. Have you ever noticed how celebrities have brighter, whiter looking eyes? Their makeup artists have a little secret in their kit: Lumify Redness Reliever Eye Drops. Lumify dramatically reduces redness in just 1 minute. It literally happens right before your eyes. It helps your eyes look brighter, whiter, and more awake for up to 8 hours. No wonder Lumify is so loved by influencers, celebrities, and makeup artists and has over 6,000 five-star reviews on Amazon. Lumify is also the #1 eye doctor recommended redness reliever eye drop, and it's FDA approved. No bleach, no dyes, just incredible results. Plus, it's made by the eye care experts at Bausch & Lomb. So whether you're on set, on a date, or running on just a few hours of sleep, Lumify can help your eyes look brighter and whiter. When you try it, you'll see that it's what your eyes have been looking for. Check out lumifyeyes.com to learn more.
Here's why April chose to vaccinate her child.
I think actually meeting someone who was not vaccinated and now has a lifelong struggle with a childhood disease really cemented for me that it's super important that we as parents continue to vaccinate our children.
Talk to your pediatrician or visit yvaccines.com. Brought to you by Merck.